For years, two competing opportunities lay waiting in the form of 700 acres located due south of DuPont State Recreational Forest. The acreage could be transformed into an exclusive gated community offering a quick pedal or hike to over 80 miles of recreational hiking and riding trails, and featuring home sites with long-range views or fronting rushing trout streams. Concerned neighbors beckoned the Conservancy to protect the land. The neighbors had partnered with the Conservancy to protect large swaths of land ringing the 700 acres. Protection of the 700 acres would greatly enlarge the existing conservation corridor the Conservancy and the Nature Conservancy had assembled to the east, and with the support of the state of North Carolina, DuPont State Recreational Forest could be extended to the South Carolina state line. In July 2020, we completed the second phase of acquisition of the Continental Divide Tract, adding a grand total of 717 acres of new public land to DuPont. On this map, you can see that tract in bright yellow. That land is now part of DuPont State Recreational Forest. To the south lies nearby Jones Gap State Park in South Carolina. The tract also adjoins three large protected properties, including the Green River Preserve and also the Terra Nova Conference Center, both of which Conserving Carolina helped protect. From there, it's one protected public land after another: Jones Gap State Park, Caesars Head State Park, Mountain Bridge Wilderness Area, Headwater State Forest, the Greenville Watershed, Jocassee Gorges, and Gorges State Park. This chain of public lands goes on and on all the way to Sumter and Nantahala National Forests. Right now, there is no trail access through the Continental Divide Tract. Ultimately, our goal is to work with the North Carolina Forest Service to develop new trails that will connect to the 77-mile Foothills Trail in South Carolina. In theory, if we are successful, a hiker could begin in DuPont, hike south to connect to the Foothills Trail, take that to the Appalachian Trail, and hike all the way to Mount Katahdin in Maine. While this trail connection is still a goal for the future, the Continental Divide Tract provides some important benefits right now. We call it the Continental Divide Tract because a large section of the boundary is formed by the Eastern Continental Divide, which separates the waters that flow to the Gulf of Mexico from those that flow to the eastern seaboard. Acquisition of the Continental Divide Tract secured the last unprotected sources of the Green River, whose waters ultimately flow to the Atlantic Ocean, and also saved numerous headwater streams at the periphery of the Tennessee Valley, whose waters flow to the Gulf of Mexico. The tract expands a major migration corridor for wildlife. This unbroken corridor is especially important in times of climate change because both plants and animals may need to shift their range to adapt to a warming climate. Protecting this land along the Blue Ridge Escarpment helps us protect some of the richest biodiversity in the United States. Helping DuPont State Recreational Forest to expand is especially meaningful to us. Conserving Carolina cut its conservation teeth by helping found the state forest in 1996. Since then, we've added other tracts to the state forest and helped private landowners conserve their lands ringing the forest. The Conservancy has been partnering with landowners for over 30 years to stitch together the conservation quilt, and it's amazing to see it finally come together.